Hello and welcome to week 5. Congratulations on almost making it through the summer semester. You've gotten a lot done up to this point. Hopefully you've learned a lot and have been challenged in your thinking some about grading and assessment. This week you'll be finishing up the literature review for your best practice symposium, and you'll be thinking about how you can include questioning effectively in your unit assessment plan and in your future instruction as an assessment strategy. So the essential questions for week 5 are: how are questions related to assessment? How can teachers effectively use questioning to increase student learning? What is balanced assessment and why is it important? How can a balanced approach to assessment be implemented in the classroom? Your task for this week: first, you will be making some revisions to your unit assessment plan based on feedback you received from your peer. Last week, you submitted your unit assessment plan and peer reviews were assigned. As soon as you receive peer feedback, you need to consider the feedback you received and make any changes that are needed on your unit assessment plan. And then you will resubmit your unit assessment plan, your final version of your unit assessment plan, for feedback from me and for grading. You're going to read an article about using questions to check for understanding, and you're going to watch 2 classroom videos that include examples and strategies for asking effective questions in the classroom. Then you're going to consider how you might include effective questions in your unit assessment plan. And this can help you later on as you work on stage 3 in the fall semester of developing the instructional sequence, the lesson plans to accompany your unit assessment plan. You're going to be reading about the revised Bloom's taxonomy, and you'll be developing questions for each level of the revised Bloom's taxonomy. You're going to use this document to review the revised Bloom's taxonomy, or to explore it for the first time if it's new to you. You'll see there's 2 pages here as it moves through the 6 levels of the taxonomy, and you'll see some question stems aligned and some keywords aligned with each of those 6 levels of the revised Bloom's taxonomy. You're going to use these question stems and add your own questions to this document. So this document is linked here in your task for week 5. You're going to add your name here, and then you're going to brainstorm a question for each level. Remember, understand, apply, analyze, evaluate, and create. You'll brainstorm a question that goes with your unit assessment plan topic, and you're going to brainstorm 6 different questions, 1 for each level, and put those questions here. And then I encourage you to consider how those questions can be incorporated into your unit assessment plan or into the development of your lesson plans later in the fall. So you're going to add to this spreadsheet those different questions after you've done the readings and watch those classroom videos about effective questioning. Finally, you're going to revisit a discussion board that you posted to in week 1. Early in this semester, I asked you to think about the purpose of assessment, and I asked you to write in just 3 or 4 sentences what you perceive to be the purpose of assessment. This week, I'd like for you to revisit that discussion board and reply to your original post. So find the post you originally put there a few weeks ago and reply to yourself with a new purpose of assessment or a new way you would define the purpose of assessment. How has your thinking changed about the purpose of assessment, and what do you still believe to be true? So add a reply to your own original post on that discussion board about the purpose of assessment. And the last thing to do is to make sure that your group has finished filling in the literature review spreadsheet for your best practices symposium. Hopefully you've already located and read those 10 sources, and you're working on taking notes on those 10 sources. Those spreadsheets should be complete this week. And that gives you a really great start toward the remainder of your BPS work, which will take place in the fall, when you will identify some action steps, develop a plan for those action steps, and some ways to collect data on those action steps. You'll do that work later. For now, Make sure that you finish that literature review for your best practices symposium goal that you've selected. As you continue working through week 5, please reach out to me if you have any questions, or if you need to meet, or if you need support or help with any of these tasks. I would love to hear from you. I look forward to seeing the rest of your work as you submit it, and be on the lookout for feedback from me on your unit assessment plan. Thanks so much, and best of luck in week 5.